Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
No lollygagging. Staying safe, I hope?
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
You found it! I've been looking for that blade for months! You took on all those bandits yourself?
Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you, in honor of his memory. Right then.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service. The life of adventure and song is the life... Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's... Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude. Mm-hmm.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. Ha! Tough talk? You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Rip your heart out! That's all you got? Please don't. Gonna rip you open!
You won't get the best of me! Still here. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You lead, I'll follow.
You can't beat me.
Are you prepared to die?
This ends now.
Oh well. Must have run off. Well... friend. We've been chasing that fiend for a long time. On behalf of the Vigil, you have my thanks. You speak to a Vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra and... Yes. Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed. The Vigil will be watching you. Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendar will cast them into the light.
Oh, you're a traveler. You must have so much to tell about the world outside this boring town. Have anything interesting to tell me? The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they live their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine? I wish I could go with you.
You must be another pilgrim. Honest pay for honest work. Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
If you ever settle down to have children, think twice before you do it.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could... By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting
If you fancy a bit of music, let me know.
What a boring conversation.
I've always fancied a journey up the 7,000 steps to the monastery.
No.
Anything to
I'll
break
tell
the
you
boredom
what.
of living in this
If
town.
I could sweep her away
I
from
envy
here
you.
tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
I play the lute.
Klimek
If you'd like
is
to
still
hear
just
something, it
fine.
only costs 5 gold.
You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Why, thank you. You're very kind. Still interested? Very well. A pleasant journey, milady.
We don't get... If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted. There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul. Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow? If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I heard tell of a lad in Windhelm. Aventus. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again. If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a long way down. I think you should continue with your performances.
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
I think you play beautifully. It would be a shame if you stopped.
All right, Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
Astrid, I wanted to talk with you.
What is it now?
Wilhelm said he saw you speaking to one of the pilgrims on the 7,000 steps. I told you that I didn't want you to go up there.
I know what you said, but I only wanted to speak to him for a moment.
Well, it stops now, and that's final.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make passing through on your way to High... Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things the Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing... Really? Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Be careful up there.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. Until next time.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years. I
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Fus!
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum.
Fus Ro!
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Losa! Fus Ro! What do you need? What do you need?
Well done. Again.
Anything else? Losa! Fus Ro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Losa! Fus Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. now you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? X! Wolf! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes. X!
Wold!
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. Breath and focus.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Then it is too late. So we shall expose to them the... When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
I shall not fall.
What do you need?
Aye, now that's some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel.
Is that one of the old ruins?
Leave this place. Leave. 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 Leave.
Huh?
Who dares to...
Good to see you again. How'd that delivery go? Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. Yes? Aye.
Pardon me, my lady. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
You don't look like a pilgrim.
We don't get many visitors
Why
through
bother
here.
visiting
Unless
Ivarstead?
they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Klimek brings food supplies up to them one. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot.
Keep your
Don't really
eyes
know
open
too
in the
much
barrow.
about them.
That's how they get you.
What a boring conversation.
My daughter's driving me
Spoken to
crazy.
Fastred yet?
So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
I'll tell you, Wilhelm.
If you ever settle down to have children, think twice before you
We're
do
here
it.
to teach you a lesson.
But never should have come here. By Ismir. You will pay for that? Do your worst. I'm going to put you down. Die.
What happened?
Hey, watch what you're doing. Not quite good enough, are you? Sure, I'll mercy on you. You won't get the best of me!
I'd even... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. do come back.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelf. Browse to your heart's content. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. I have several. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store. I don't claim to be the best. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like...
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions. Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us!
Traitor!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
Some gate guard you were!
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Just arrive in the city? Is it true what they say then? There are dragons about. I like you. No man is a match for a dragon. Buying one of our blades wouldn't hurt your chances, though. May your sword feast on Stormcloak flesh.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
If it's arms or armor you need, see Bayrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. People to see and places to go, huh? Later, then.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to... Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried to... Oh, that's very sweet of you. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Don't forget me. It's good to... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Until next time.
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear radiant rain.
I'm telling you.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Rika? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. The kind that evaluates your usefulness during duress. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Haragstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Haragstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Keep an eye out for trouble.
Call it whatever.
It's only a matter of time.
The man's going
Stay
to
sharp.
try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruf.
Until next time.
Balgruf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plan.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for you.
You should see me.
Ah, looks like that's it. Got to go.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a gun.
I'm sure it's
Seems there's no end. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Master. It's your time to do with as you please. But what about those who depend on you so much?
Trouble?
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we'll immediately set a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk? Tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
If
Take
you
care
have
of
business,
yourself, and
please
always
see
remember,
Falk Firebeard,
the world
my
is ripe
steward.
with people looking to spill your blood.
With the passing of my dear husband Torrig, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward.
You're
Be
trying
well.
my patience.
Pray for Solitude and my husband.